So today I just want to share a little bit of my emotions and how homesick I feel living away from America. Just kidding! I'm not homesick at all, but there are some things that I really do miss about America, and I want to talk about those today. Let's go. So the type of things that I miss about America are some of the things that you might expect, but there's also other things that you might not. One of them is that I miss deeply connecting with people. It might be new friends, it might be other business owners, it might be people that are just visiting the US for whatever reason. There's something about America that attracts people that are deep thinkers, or they're passionate, or they're full of life. And I would regularly bump into people, meet new people, or connect with old friends that were just really easy to connect with and really easy to share life with. Here in the Philippines, I just find that that is really a challenge. And it's not that it doesn't happen here, but it's just so rare. So when I meet occasionally great friends like my buddy Marco that's on the channel a lot, I got my good buddy Marco Hill. I got my good friend Benny Hill here. And we're just able to talk about everything deeply and really think about life and what's going on and reflect on stuff. I'm so happy. I think I'm the kind of guy that likes to go deep in friendships and relationships and really connect with people on a meaningful level. And when you feel like you're at a place where mostly you could just connect like kind of this deep, and if you try to go this deep, it's a stretch. I really find that I miss at times being in the US and finding more people that I could just talk about everything with deeply. I just find that so meaningful in life, and so I really miss that part about living in the US. Of course, I also miss having my family in the US, and that's one of the hardest challenges here that often I feel guilty about, especially when it comes to my kids. I got 4 sons in their 20s in the US, and I was a single dad for a time and just basically saw one kid after another leave the house. And once my last kid left from living with me, I just felt like, what am I gonna do? I got some freedom. And so that was really part of me coming to the Philippines, just feeling like I raised my kids. They're all doing well, they're independent, doing their own thing, and I'm gonna go explore this other country. But I really just miss them so much. Of course, I have 4 sisters as well, my mom, step family, others over there that I love and miss so much. And so that's really a challenge as well. Huge part of my life is my relationship with my sister Shayna, that's just a few years younger than me. Every week we would just mostly go out to coffee, or on a Saturday or Sunday morning we'd go out to breakfast, one of our favorite places, and just kind of catch up with life. And she's really always been my very best friend, and so that is, just a huge loss for me not to be able to connect with her in person. We talk on the phone multiple times a week, but it's just really not the same being so far away. And so that to me is probably, the thing that really is the hardest, is just being so far away from those family relationships, and especially my sister, who is really just such an amazing person. Even though my sister, when I was younger, did push me into some blackberry bushes. You know how much that hurt? And I always used to tell my mom that I did things wrong when I didn't, and my mom would slap me upside the head. So sister, you're good, but you're not that good. You know what you did. Another thing that I really miss about living in the US, and I think part of this was living in the Silicon Valley in particular, is just meeting people that were just risking everything in their life to pursue their dreams, to pursue their passions. One of the things that people don't necessarily know is that out of all the people that go to the Silicon Valley to start new businesses, 53% or so of those are from other countries outside of the US. So it was always meeting kind of everybody from all around the world that was there, just, building teams, coming up with great ideas. And I mean, just think about how many household names name companies that you know of, Facebook to Uber to Twitter, on and on and on. So many other huge companies that are over there as well doing amazing things that aren't household names. It's just an incredible ecosystem. Living in San Francisco is really around the center of so much of that, and I just loved meeting people that were so courageous to leave their country and to start new things, knowing they were risking it all and they might fail, and just finding so many people in that environment where even if they were direct competitors, they'd really be supporting each other, helping each other succeed, and it was just really a magical place to live. Of course, in San Francisco, Silicon Valley has other problems as well, but in this one particular area, I just miss business startup culture and all the people that are just trying to make it all happen. Philippines, you need a better startup culture for business. Who knows? Hopefully I could be a part of helping with that one of these days. So I can't miss but sharing a couple of the obvious things as well. Food. The ironic thing is I love food so much there, but I weighed about 70 pounds less when I lived there. So it's just easy to find healthy food. So much just really great tasting food. All the stuff I like, top of the list, Mexican food, but so many other types of foods as well that is just really hard to find here in the Philippines. I think wherever you grow up, wherever you get used to the food, if you're far away from it and can't find it in the country where you're at, it's a bit of a challenge, so I just need some good American food. Last but not least is convenience. There's things like Amazon or Best Buy or just different shopping experiences in the US that made life so convenient, so helpful. Just anything dealing with banks or anything is just really so convenient in the US. And for all you Americans that want to complain about the lines being too long or things not going your way, let's swap shoes for a week and I guarantee it, you will really miss the convenience in the US as well. But when it comes down to it, I still would rather be nowhere else than the Philippines at this stage of my life. And so even though there's these things that I just really appreciate and miss so much about the US, I'm so glad to be living here as well. But to the US, everybody there, love ya, miss ya, and thanks for taking time to watch. Take care.